Hey, Brian, you think this sound is too loud? Well, you're out of luck. Where's the options menu? It sure is the exit button.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year, everybody. I already opened my soda. You're out of luck on that part, too.
It's been a while since I've been in one of these recordings.
Yeah, I miss you, dude.
Yeah, work sucks.
What are we going to call this guy? I know it's not all that important.
Let me. Can I see the hair? Let me see the hair. I want to see the hair.
Whoa, blue person.
Oh no! Go to the blue person. I want the.
Okay. Skins.
Oh no! There was that particular hair I saw. That.
Let's go back to hair 1.
Oh! No! We missed it! Damn!
I did?
Yes. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah! Aww.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Okay.
Oh my gosh, purple.
Oh yeah, that looks great. Does this character have boobs? No, it's...
No, it's just a shirt. It's an alien shirt.
Yeah, let's change the shirt, man. Yeah! Now he looks like a hobo.
Oh yeah. It's like freaking Chrono, but purple, and his hair is, and he grew a beard.
Oh, dude. Okay, actually, make his skin normal.
How do? Oh,
okay, there. It's good. That's perfect. Oh no, the other one. The other one's
that
closer.
one.
Yeah, that one's closer to Chrono's skin color.
Oh, we're actually making Chronos?
We're making Old Man Chrono!
Unfortunately, I don't think I can fit Old Man Chrono on the Time Farm. Hold on. The Time Farm. His favorite... I have not actually played,
You never played Chrono Trigger?
No, well, I think I did once, and I couldn't wrap my head around the controls all that much.
Really? It's a turn-based RPG, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know. It confused me for some reason. And then I stopped playing.
I think we should play that game someday.
I think we'd be better off with normal Chrono. Oh my gosh. Mustache.
Oh my god, he's got the Jesus stash.
Oh my gosh. Glasses, lipstick, glasses. I don't know. Robo Chrono. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Robo Chrono. More glasses. Necklace, I guess. Shades.
Yeah.
Necklace, glasses, duck beak. I don't know why there's a duck beak. What is Chrono's favorite thing?
Favorite thing? He's a silent protagonist, so I guess
no one knows.
You know what? This is a reference to the game. Okay, no. Make it cotton candy. And he canonically owns a cat, so let's keep it a cat.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know what his eye color is.
I honestly don't remember. I think it was blue.
Oh, blue? I could do it.
Let me double check real quick.
Okay, you have the power of Google it on your side. We're supposed to be talking about... I also don't remember what his outfit looks like, but I don't think it's a happy face.
He had like a Dragon Ball Z style gi. And he had a bandana.
He's wearing Waluigi clothes.
And yes, I was right. It is like... It's like a very light blue.
Oh, light blue.
Yeah. Debatably green, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's old-ass Akira Toriyama artwork.
Yeah, just a little more blue. I don't know why we're making Chronos. God, Chronos is something else.
By the way, funny enough, that's not how you spell Chrono's name. That's just this. That's how it's spelled in the title, but it's actually just
What
spelled.
symbol is that?
I don't know. But the character's name is only, it doesn't have the H.
X.
So you know.
Is that the Ouya symbol?
I guess.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
I don't know. This backslash is X in a circle. Forward slash is no that the forward slash is X. Backslash is A, and then one parenthesis is the star, and the other one bracket is the star, and the other is the umlaut U.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Anyway, delete the H. Crib. Crib, no. Anyway. Crub, no. Alright. Crab, no.
Crow, no.
Anyway,
He's a female now. No. Oh, dang it. It messed up his...
God damn it!
It messed up his hair! Why did it do that?
I have no idea. There you go.
What color outfit does he wear?
He's blue.
Blue?
Yeah. It's like a blue karate outfit. I don't know. I don't think they have a karate outfit in this game. Yeah, you know what? That works.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's like dressed as Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Skip the intro. We don't need an intro.
Like, this is like him after all his adventures, and after he had a
retired
divorce.
to the farm.
Yeah. And had like a divorce with the princess, and now he's just alone, and he's just a single father of nothing.
A single father of nothing. I think in order to be a father of anything, you have to have children.
I don't know, but he's
Single
just like
father of nothing.
But my point is, he's alone, and he's retired from fighting, so now he's just gonna, farm, live off the fat of the land,
Oopsies.
get a job.
So, what movies did you see this year?
Deadpool.
Oh yeah, I forgot that came out this year.
Yep. Star Wars.
Star Wars was pretty good.
Yep.
Even though everyone, should I spoil it?
I think everyone has seen it at this point.
Not everyone. I know Kelsey I think Kelsey hasn't.
Like, which Star Wars are we talking about? Awakening or Rogue One?
Rogue One, because that one came out this year. Force Awakens was last year.
I'm pretty. Was it last year? I thought it was this year.
It was December of last year.
Okay, I never saw Rogue One, but I don't really care about Rogue One, honestly.
Everyone dies. Everyone important dies.
Yep.
It's got it fulfills the quota of sassy robot, and I'm happy about that. Because K2SO is like even more sassy than C3PO, which I love.
Anywho, another movie I saw was World of Warcraft.
Oh, how was that?
Not World of Warcraft. It was Warcraft.
It was just Warcraft. Yeah.
I will say this. I actually really liked it. I just kind of wish that because like the big issue with video game movies, and I just came to realize this, right? A lot of the major critics out there don't really look into like video games at all.
Yeah.
Right?
The only way I've seen it is via CinemaSins.
Yeah. But like the biggest issue about video game movies, I think I also saw Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if that came out this year or last year, I forget.
You'd have to look it up.
Yeah, but I enjoyed that movie too. But a lot of video game related movies, they either try to cater to a new audience or try to cater to the video game audience, right?
Yeah, and I think Warcraft was the second one.
Was the second what?
Like they tried to stick with the video game stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They made it mostly for the video game fans, which is the right move, sort of, right? And the problem is, I think the movie critics said, "Oh, this movie isn't that great," even though the effects are amazing and the writing is actually pretty decent. But we're not too interested in some of these characters, and some of these characters aren't really that in there for that long. And part of that is because it was made for the video game audience who already knows these stories, but they finally get to see it, at its truest potential. Right? And the same thing, sort of the same thing with Ratchet and Clank, but sadly, the Ratchet and Clank movie, as much as I loved the movie, it kind of suffered even worse because the video game that's based on the movie that was based off the game, right?
Yeah.
The video game was amazing. It added to the story, and and the cutscenes came straight from the movie.
Huh.
So, like, if you have a PlayStation 4,
I do.
Yeah, and you want to get interested in the Ratchet and Clank stuff, don't bother with the movie, play the game, right?
Huh.
But if you're someone like me who doesn't own a PlayStation 4 and owns like a PlayStation 3, and is probably going to take a long ass time before I get a PlayStation 4.
Oh, dude, it is very worth it.
Yeah.
It's both worth it and not worth it at the same time, because you have to pay for the multiplayer, which is garbage. But at the same time, in paying for the multiplayer, you're also paying for 12 games. 24 games a year.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the Resident Evil remake. I have never touched it.
Ooh. Well, anywho, sorry, going back to what I was saying. If you don't own a PlayStation 4 and are a fan of Ratchet and Clank or just want to get into it, then the movie is just the right thing. Oh yeah, and another thing, there is one scene that's not in the video game that is actually really great. But, I ain't gonna spoil it because I think the movie is great. But at the same time, if you have the video game...
Is there any movies that you've seen that you didn't think were great that you would want to spoil?
Well, I mean... like a movie that I think is great and I shouldn't spoil? Or should spoil?
No,
I don't know.
You made it sound like there was some sort of, like a game, a movie that you thought wasn't great, and you would spoil it. Because you don't care about that much, I guess.
Let me think.
Oh, that's the inventory button. My inventory button. 50. I don't have that.
Like... I don't know. Like, I didn't watch too many movies in the theaters this year. I'll be sad to admit that, but yeah. Saw Civil War in the theaters.
I saw Suicide Squad and thought that was a weird movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so I haven't seen the movie, although I don't really care too much about the spoilers for that movie either. It just, from what I've heard and what I've seen, like, the movie looks fun, but it doesn't look good. If that makes sense.
It's weird. You're like rooting for people that you feel shouldn't probably deserve to be rooted for.
Well, yeah, because they're villains. That's their thing.
Yeah, but it does feel very much like a comic book made into a movie. Like the writing team is clearly writing for a comic book.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't really judge it without watching the movie.
Yeah.
All I know is I am very happy that they used practical effects on Killer Croc, because he looks freaking terrifying.
I think he's looked better in the video games, like
Yeah,
Arkham series.
That's the video games.
Well, yeah, but also I think he looked a lot bigger in the animated series as well, and I've always felt that Killer Croc is like a 10-foot tall dude or something like that.
Oh yeah,
and he's more like, I'm actually like a normal sized dude compared to everyone else.
I'm going to sort of argue something about that. The thing is, like, I always kind of felt that practical effects needs to be utilized more, because, you know, when you have characters who are insanely CG, right, to a point where they just look like a video game character, it doesn't really immerse me into the movie, considering that, you know...
General Talkin.
Yeah.
No, he was a Force. No, he was a Rogue One character, but he totally looked like he was CG'd to look like a character from A New Hope, or whatever 6 was, Star Wars 6 was.
Yeah. Like, it takes, like, in a world like the DC comic Earth, right? Practical effects make stuff feel, you know, more legit. But then we take a look at something like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Where, you know, you have a walking freaking tree and a anthropomorphic raccoon.
Yeah. What?
It makes more sense.
What's up with these colors? Whoa, paintable chest. This one's gonna be purple.
That's neat. Anywho,
sorry.
With an anthropomorphic raccoon and a living tree monster that actively, you know, is animated to be like a tree that could grow at will. Yeah. It makes more sense that they'd be CG because, well, they're freaking aliens. You can't really immerse yourself with these characters because, you know, they're otherworldly.
Yeah.
Right? With Killer Croc, he's not an otherworldly creature, he's a freaking mutant. Or a metahuman, or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think he could have been a lot bigger, but he would have been a little harder to work with.
I feel like maybe they needed like a basketball player to play him.
Okay, I have a question for you. A lot of people are like saying that 2016 is just a terrible year. It has been just awful. I don't think so. What do you think about the year, like in general?
I mean, I will say that, you know, unfortunately, a lot of bad stuff has happened in 2016. But would I denounce this year as like a really, really bad year? Not really. There's you know, plenty of good stuff out there that is that's happened. We've had some good movies. We had some good stories, and you know, like tough times happen. Tough times happen. Like this isn't the start of the Depression or anything like that. It's just kind of a rough year.
Yeah. I haven't felt that it's been that bad, because, like, I've done things this year that I don't usually do. I went to a Renaissance festival this year. For Pete's sake.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you also have to bear in mind that, like, you know, different people go through different experiences. And you know, between like those experiences and then the whole election debacle, which yeah, that is still very unfortunate that that happened, but you know, hey, it happened, right?
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a wake-up call that, you know, with the knowledge that's just been given to us by this election, it kind of gave the United States a wake-up call that, yeah, there's still a lot of issues that we need to fix before we, you know, go to other countries and fix those issues. I mean, wow. Just wow. Sorry, I'm getting politics involved.
No, it's fine.
But,
I knew politics were going to eventually get involved.
yeah.
What the hell? Why can't I place this on the wall? I'm literally trying to place this on the wall. Must be placed on wall. There's literally no. Oh. Thank you. What the hell was with that?
You know, we picked Stardew Valley because
I wouldn't get distracted. I feel I would have gotten distracted. I might have gotten distracted a lot more with
the alternative.
Yeah, with Spelunky.
Yeah. Not to say that Spelunky isn't a bad game.
No, it's really good.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you need to focus on that game. This you could just kind of chill.
Not always. That's why Jose is such an unfortunate Mexican, because I'm such a terribly not paying attention player.
Anywho, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good things this year that we should be grateful for. But also, this is a good year to realize that we shouldn't take stuff for granted, because
yeah,
you never really know with like what's been going on like these years with. I can't believe I'm talking about like real life events right now, but whatever. You never know what happens because of, you know, the random ISIS attacks in different countries.
Jeez.
Kind of ridiculous with that, by the way. And
it almost feels like oh shoot, what was it? Nope, I don't remember.
it's fine.
I don't remember who Captain America's fighting.
Oh, Hydra?
Yeah, it almost feels like Hydra's like. Never mind. No, it doesn't.
Oh, no! You're right. They are kind of like Hydra. Because they just come right out of the woodwork. You don't even know where they came from.
I mean, still don't know if they're not still a thing in the movies.
They probably are.
A lot of the times, it feels like, oh, hey, they're finally gone. They're finally done with. And here's a new one.
Well, like, you also have to bear in mind that freaking, what's his face? The villain of Civil War. Shit.
Like that guy in the beginning?
No, not Crossbones.
I wish Crossbones had lasted a lot longer than he did. He actually seemed kind of cool.
Yeah, he was kind of. They took a villain that, you know, was pretty active, and then they just used him as kind of fodder.
Yeah.
Kind of lame. What the fuck was his name? Oh, I forgot his name.
What game? What movie was it?
Civil War.
Civil War. Nope, I don't know him either. That was his whole plot point. No one knows who he was.
Zemo.
Zemo.
Yeah. He's a Hydra agent.
Huh.
In fact, I'm pretty sure he's like. Hold on. Let me look him up real quick.
First, hey dude.
Yeah?
Look at this guy's mustache.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor.
What? This is a guy who likes coffee. So I can just go to the local bar, buy 3 coffees, buy 2 coffees for the week, and then just give them to him throughout the week, and he'll eventually will fall in love over coffee, I guess. He's been like the character who I've intended to have as my love interest for some reason, purely out of simplicity of he likes coffee, and the only other guy who I actually kind of liked. Turns out he smokes. And I'm like, I'm not into that. This guy down here.
Yeah, he is. He's basically part of Hydra. He's like a Nazi.
Huh.
But he is a very.
No one knows who this guy is.
Well, yeah, because freaking Baron Zemo is like kind of an enigma. Like,
was he in the comics?
Yes, he was.
Good.
He was also in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. He was a badass.
Oh, Bart, he gave me a fishing rod. I don't want a fishing rod.
I mean, like,
I hate fishing in this game.
Honestly, one of my biggest issues about Civil War was the fact they didn't really go full hubris with him. He just kind of looked like a guy who was really smart.
He also kind of looked like Fart, who's the guy with the metal arm? Bucky. He kind of looked like Bucky.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
Yeah. Which is exactly why he was such an important thing in the first while of that movie.
Like, Baron Zemo in the comics and in some of the animated series, and particularly Earth's Mightiest Heroes, he was a bigger deal, and he was kind of very regal too. Like, I mean, I know you're playing a video game right now. I'm just gonna throw this picture in the side over there.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna cut the recording after this day is over.
Yeah. Just, throwing that into the Skype chat.
That's okay. I'll get to it.
Yeah. Like, he's like every bit as skilled and strong as Captain America. He uses a sword, too.
What?
Yeah.
And what's his excuse? How is he strong?
How is he strong? I forget, honestly. I don't know if he's a super soldier.
Sounds like a really forgettable guy.
Well, no, it's because I'm not that big. Like, I love Spider-Man. I love Deadpool. I love the X-Men. I love
Iron Man.
I am not that big of a fan of Captain America.
Me either, dude.
Yeah, and he's a Captain America villain, so.
Like, I've seen every Captain America movie except the first one. And I think that's probably one of the most important ones, purely because it sets up Captain America's, like, where he's come from and all that. Haven't seen it. Don't care to either, because, like, I don't care about Captain America that much.
I mean, from what I'm reading, he's like slightly genetically enhanced, but he's not like.
Oh, he better be, because, like, Fart, you need some sort of excuse to be as strong as Captain America.
Yeah, but he was always a master swordsman and master at hand-to-hand combat.
Dude, that I'm not that much of a fan of Captain America, but that scene of him, like, pulling back the helicopter, that was freaking awesome.
It was. Oh my god.
Did I water these? I could have sworn I watered these.
And funny enough, like,
I did.
I wasn't that big of a fan of the first. Like, I didn't watch the first movie either. I kind of went right into the second one.
Yeah, I did.
But that's because I kind of, like, I already know the basic premise of like the first Captain America movie. Oh, I was kind of a dweeb, but then I went to the Super Soldier program, which was kind of like a high risk thing, and then I passed with flying colors. And then I became kind of a minor poster boy until I actually started fighting, and then I was a valuable asset. I took down the Red Skull, and then freaking thing happened. I get frozen, and then I am in the future. That's literally that movie.
Apparently, you know, in Cap 2, I think it was, he's got like a list in the first scene where he has like a list of things he has to go see. Apparently, that list for all the different translations of the movie is different for every country that the movie is shown in.
Well, that's cool.
And Daft Punk is on the French one.
Ha! It's hilarious.
That's pretty awesome to me.
It's awesome, but it's also kind of hilarious. You know what I really like about Guardians of the Galaxy?
What's up?
Vin Diesel. You know how his only line is, "I am Groot"?
I am Groot.
Well, he literally recorded "I am Groot" different ways.
Every single time?
No, in every single language.
What?
Yes.
What? Okay. So he's just...
So in the Spanish version, Vin Diesel. In the German version, Vin Diesel. In the Japanese version, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
What does he say in Spanish?
Yo soy Groot.
Yo soy Groot. That sounds... Oh, that's... Oh my god. That guy's freaking awesome.
Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
This town is weird. They have frogs that, like, vanish into thin air.
I mean, like, I think the reason why they did that, like, they made him do that in every single language.
I don't think they made him do anything. I'm fairly certain he probably volunteered to do that.
I don't know. Well, like, here's the thing, right? You're being paid a shit ton of money for a movie that, you know, is going to be hit or miss, right?
Yeah.
And the only, like, and then you hire Vin Diesel, who's, like, a very amazing actor, and you hire him to do mocap work, with the head, right? And essentially just have him say, "I am Groot."
Yep.
I don't think he's
going to be in the next movie. Speaking of which, have you seen the trailer for that?
I've been holding off on it because I want to experience that movie.
Yeah.
Like, without anything.
I know, my sister is the same way. She keeps on holding her hands over her ears and going la 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 la.
Well, I mean, like normally, like I saw the Spider-Man trailer and I'm excited for that too, but it's because the reason why I'm neglecting to do that with Guardians of the Galaxy, because I'm not gonna say I know it's gonna be an amazing movie. I just feel confident that it's going to make me laugh, and I don't want any of those jokes to be spoiled. I want to experience it, like, sincerely.
Yeah. I don't know. Just looking at the trailer, I keep on thinking that I don't think this is going to be at the same, like, quality level as the first movie, but I'm not gonna, like, go into detail or anything. I'm cautious.
Yeah. I mean, like, and I understand that too. I mean, I was kind of cautious with Avengers 2, like the second one.
Yeah, Wasn't that Age of Ultron?
Yeah, Age of Ultron.
Fart! No, I freaking flew into that with full confidence going, fart! Ultron's cool!
Well, yeah, Ultron is cool, and he looks cool and everything, but, like...
I just want him to talk more. Just give me a podcast of nothing but Ultron. I don't care what evil stuff he says. I just want to listen to that guy all day.
Here's the thing, right? It's a little bit, like, they gave us very little of him in the trailers, right?
Yeah.
But, like, basically, I went in there with a little bit of caution because I had insanely high expectations for the character of Ultron. Because he is one of my favorite villains ever, right? I love Ultron. And I was afraid that either they weren't going to make him interesting enough for the movie, because, oh, he's a robot, or if they were going to, like, completely denounce the character and just use the design, right? I was afraid of one of those two things happening.
One of these...
So I was like...
Yeah.
So, you know, I went in there thinking, it's like, okay, they're either going to do something absolutely amazing with him, or they're going to disappoint me really badly.
I think I've just outright lied. Because now that I think back on it, I think I went into Age of Ultron thinking, whatever. I'm not too entirely invested in this universe. I'm not gonna like have too high of expectations of this movie, and then came out of the movie going, that was cool.
Yeah.
So,
like,
look at me being a total idiot about it. One of these days, I'm probably gonna have to sit down and have an entire recording session that's nothing but, hey, let's talk about Infinity Stones.
I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, just to wrap up my little story about that. So then when I watched, like, honestly, like, funny enough, I watched Age of Ultron super late. Like, I watched it just a few days before watching Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
And the reason why was theaters for a while, but I just didn't have the money, right? Nor the time. So, like, eventually, I ended up watching it just on like, a internet outlet. Not going to say what, because I'm afraid that Disney's going to take it down. And then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is awesome! But, yeah. And I also love Vision. I love Cinematic Universe Vision.
It's like, I went through Iron Man thinking Jarvis is pretty cool. And then they just made Jarvis into a person.
Yeah.
I love that fact. However, I think we've talked about, I don't know, a whole bunch of things long enough, probably. Yeah, oh man, it's raining.
Marvel.
So I will see you in the new year.
Yes.
Yay! See you next time, folks.
It's
New Year's.
Oh, hi!
Hello.
Hi, this is Danimals Brian, who's still Burm MP because my freaking microphone's broken. Not the one I'm using right now. This is my camera mic.
Sounds fine to me, but you can't record it.
Yeah, I can't record it and be in another call. So, like, maybe if I was doing recordings on my own.
Have you tried Discord?
Right? No, it wouldn't work either.
Why is that?
Just because, like, recording the audio from my camera microphone, and then, like...
Oh, yeah, it overdubs the game sound, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess I should just have this on. Alright, go back and adjust the sound volume.